Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. Today, the plan is I'm going to be doing a run that was suggested by the golden rays of the glorious sunshine in the comments of the previous video. And basically, gun build. That's it. We're just going for the two identities that have ammo, which are both pretty strong identities, so I think we do have pretty good chances. Especially given that LCCB Ishmael is rather tanky and our group Heathcliff is rather good at killing people. So we're just gonna see how it goes. I did uptie, I do have them both at max uptie now. Partially because I wanted to have Heathcliff upside for the, the additional ammo in the past, and LCCB Ishmael just gained some aggro stuff. Not a lot of aggro stuff, it's mainly like skill 1 gives her aggro, her guard gives her aggro, which could be good if we're trying to do the tanky stuff with her though. Who do we send in first? That's actually a good question. Probably Heathcliff. The thing is, the person you send in first is going to run out of ammo faster. That's why I'm kind of hesitant. I think we'll do Ishmael, because Ishmael is probably fine to run out of ammo. She'll, like, win clashes and stuff, but she can, like... Oh yeah, but look at that. Look at the 16 ammo he starts with, thanks to his upgraded passive. Always activate at the start of the stage, gain 3 ammo. It's super nice. And then for starting new gifts, I went with Homeward so we can get a little bit more healing, because we're going to take damage here, and I'd rather reduce the amount of damage taken. Oh, we can immediately get a good quick suppression off on this guy. He resists Pierce though, so I think I'll just wait. We'll have another chance to get a good quick suppression off, I'm sure. Especially once we've gotten a little more sanity from some clashing. Power down, that's not nice. Yeah, that's a neutral. Not a quick suppression kind of turn, I don't think. Let's see, what ecos can we actually, like, fuel with this team? I know we cannot fuel enough, that's for sure. Like, I guess we can use, like, Nag Harpoon. But, like, looking at people, like, this requires lust, this requires lust. We don't have any lust on this team. And then looking at Heathcliff, we can do AEDD. Gloom and Envy, yeah, we can afford that one. But we don't have any lust, which is a big issue because that means AEDD and Snag Harpoon are the only egos we can actually, like, fully, use. And we're just gonna go for quick suppression even if he doesn't have enough speed right now, because, we've got perfect odds this turn, so it'll still be really good. He's gonna die to the other attack, yeah. So it's pretty fine. Taking a little bit of damage, we've killed one of them now, so we're gonna be in a good spot, I'd say. And another one dead, that's good. Now we just gotta finish off these. We can get a Gluttony Resonance, might as well. It's Eye for weakness, which I think that the passive just means Ishmael inflicts more tremor with their attack or something. Like, inflict additional tremor in 1 clashes, I think? Something like that. Just nice. A little bit of tremor stuff can be good for her. She just gains some pretty good buffs when targets are at high tremor. I think she gains, like, coin power or something, or maybe it's just final power, one of her skills. I guess I'll check. We'll take this, sure, Voodoo Doll. Minor buff, but it's a buff nonetheless. Yeah, if, yeah, target is 5 plus tremor, coin power plus 1 on a 4 coin thing. 5 plus tremor count those. Which means our only way of looking at tremor count is the 4 tremor count from Quake rounds, so we definitely need more of that one. And as far as, like, changing these two's, like, skill sets, I'm trying to think, like, we definitely want to reduce the amount of concentrated fires, because we do not want this one, because this one spends 3 ammo, while his other attacks only spend 2. 2 ammo, 3 ammo, 2 ammo. And then Ishmael, it's 2 ammo with skill 2, and 3 ammo with skill 3. Although her skill 3 is also really good for just the insane rupture, so kind of pays off. Not too much damage time. Rough nailing, that's a little rude. Ishmael shouldn't have too much bleed or nails, though. Defense power down paralysis next turn might actually, like, be a big nuisance for us, especially if we want to use our skill 1, since that's only a single coin attack. Quick round's probably just staggers this guy, though. That'll be good. Yeah. That's good. That's one of the people we're going to be attacking. That's the person Heathcliff attacking this turn, unfortunately. Well, Playgrounds has a decent chance of winning. Because the paralysis will only trigger a little bit, so it's a lot better than it says it is. Yeah. A little bit of damage on Heath, a little bit of damage on Ishmael. Yeah, see. Paralysis was not an issue. Too much there. And shoved. Nice. Alright, let's see. So you can just kill this guy. You can suppress and you'll kill super hard. You're paralyzed, you'll actually be fine there. And you do not have enough speed to get the buff from this. That's fine. Still use it. There's no need to hold on to it for too long, I don't think. Yeah, we're taking some damage, some one-sided attacks from that one guy who's unclashed right now. This guy dies though. Yeah. Oh, Gluttony Resonance turn. Alright. I am starting to think we should probably send in Heathcliff first instead of Ishmael first. Because if we send in Heathcliff first, we might be able to get a Wrath Resonance, which means he can gain his like power and haste from his passive if he's got enough charge, which he will have charge if he's using his Wrath thing a bunch. Oh, leave. Midwinter Nightmare, that's pretty good. Just deal a little bit of SP damage with every attack, and we'll switch your order around. Might as well. We'll get more kind of units sometime. Whenever we get thumb representation, we'll get some like unique gimmicky stuff. Speaking of thumb stuff, like we got some discarded like stuff. We actually saw what the molar identities were today. That's super cool. Because they are actually discard stuff. Which is like pretty much what people were hoping for. I was actually hoping for, but the fact that it wasn't like that for the actual Molar Boatworks identities, I really wasn't expecting it, but I'm very glad to see it happen. I knew it had potential, and it looks like it'll be fun. There's identities that have a little more control over what they do at any time. That's always good. Yeah, we'll do something like that, sure. Might as well, these guys are resisting Pierce, so guns only do so much, but once they get staggered, then guns do a lot. Okay, graze the grass, get yourself some charge. That was swell. Okay. He's getting a couple more attacks off, and then shove that guy. Very nice, we can kind of demolish you with a quick suppression. Might as well then. Yep, as expected. Quick suppression's just so funny. Yeah, there's a stagger. And this guy just dies, yeah, without a doubt. Yep, so now it's just the big boss left. And we can actually get the... we can get the resonance off, but he doesn't have enough charge yet to gain the haste or the power up. So, really, what an interesting passive it is. I get that he's supposed to be good with, like, Wrath teams, but, like, that's not, like, a charge thing, so I don't know. If you're going for, like, a team that's heavy on Wrath, it's probably, like, Bernie or Bleedy or something like that. And I guess Heathcliff does have a little bit of lead. More cost is good. Rest of the resonance, gaining charge, gain more charge. We don't need the charge that much, so we'll probably just go Golden Urn here. That'll be best. Cassipium's kind of awful for a two-person run, because that would mean we would no longer be able to stagger enemies and, render them unable to attack us for a turn. That's what we call death. I wonder, what is the reason why you start with specifically 13 ammo? Is there a reason for that number? It feels so, like, strangely specific. Oh, we gotta deal with these, definitely. That is a lot of damage. Yeah, you can do this and just kill this guy, why not?
교전 시작합니다.
Because, like, he's got a 16 because it's 13 plus 3 for him, but why 13? I don't know what the significance is. I'm not knowledgeable like guns or anything. I don't know if that's like some sort of joke based on like
표적
actual
무력화.
guns or if it's just a random number that they picked and just decided to roll with.
엄청난
Because it's probably
공격이었어.
just a balancing thing.
그냥
They probably just
말하는 걸.
determined that was the best middle ground. But judging by the fact that both of these gun identities are super good, maybe it wasn't the best middle ground. I don't know. Oh, rip. Let's see, you guys have been staggered. So we can just kind of kill now. Resisted. Alright, kill that guy then. Good, and just one of them, like that. This guy's not gonna have a good day, that's for sure. Ooh, Tails. That Tails wasn't enough to save his life, but it helped. That guy was weak to Gluttony, so he just died, and this guy's weak to Blunt, so he's gonna take a bunch of damage.
표적 확인.
Just a couple left now. We can actually clash everything now, so that'll be good. We can't clash against that, because we need to redirect it with you instead. And then you can clash that, and therefore we're clashing everything, hitting this guy a little bit.
교전
They'll mostly all
시작합니다.
die. I think the Sloth guy's probably gonna survive, but that's fine. Heathcliff had to clash against him because Ishmael couldn't redirect it. Oh, that's 2 HP, huh? That's not death. Well, both the ones Ishmael's targeting will die, because they're both ones that are low HP anyways.
표적 확인.
Oh, and that guy actually died to the Voodoo Doll, the 3 damage from the Voodoo Doll, because it was at like 3 HP. Alright. Sure thing.
교전
And then, yeah,
시작합니다.
quick suppression kills. No shocker there.
숨기기 딱 콩 한 방 먹였어.
Now we get our 70% chance ego gift. Disc fragment. Use gluttony egos to gain more resources. Or I guess just any ego to get a little bit of ego resources back. Oh! This is kind of awful for us. Yeah. We've got literally no chance here. That's unfortunate. And even if we did get it, it doesn't really help us that much. Okay, I guess nothing happens. We don't take damage or anything. Not that that would have been, like, particularly bad. Rand Welcome, Perversion. Interesting. Well, we changed his skill 2 to skill 3 because we don't like his skill 2. We could take one of these. This was Rupture of their offense level reduced. Anything that's gotten Rupture is probably just going to be dead, though. Because anything with a Rupture has probably been hit by Ishmael's skill 3, and therefore, you know, at like 16 Rupture, 4 counter, whatever. We would take Perversion then. I don't think we particularly need the resources we have. We need the resources we don't have, if anything. So I think Perversion's kind of like the least useful ego resource gift for that purpose. And now we take a blunt weak fight, and then we'll fight the boss.
명령 대기.
The boss is either the apple or it's the Doomsday Calendar. One of the two. Okay, we can instantly kill Quick Suppression and get like a decent chance of winning Clash with that. Favorite isn't the best, but it's still like 60 to 80% or something like that, so not bad. Yeah. This guy's weak to this, and he should, yeah, he just dies. Very nice.
완벽한 한 방. 시원한 걸.
Yeah, getting hit a little bit, but we also did just straight up kill 2 of them there, so we're on a very good playing field so far. Yeah, only one attack is going off, and it's going off for Ishmael, so it'll be fine.
표적 무력화.
Quick suppression moment. Down he goes.
야호.
And, yeah, we just kill them all this turn. Probably. I don't think any of them had, like, high enough HP to, like, reason to survive our barrage of attacks. I guess that guy didn't get staggered, or that guy didn't die to that. So I don't know, I guess the whole, like, Fierce resists, meaning that Heathcliff's not fully finishing these guys off, yeah. They live. That's fine, though. If we can just hit them with the double quick suppression. Oh yeah, I guess you do sure have a Wrath Evasion. Could be good for triggering your passive sometimes, maybe. Don't know, his passive's only 1 attack power and 1 haste, though. That's not really, like, too useful. It's more worthwhile going for a bunch of attacks. I mean, unless we're trying to conserve his ammo, which we will want to do sometimes, like longer fights. Like, if this is the calendar, it might end up being a bit of a rough time. We shall see. It's the apple, alright. Calendar, the issue with calendar is that's a semi-long fight. I guess we really should have been glad we didn't get the cyborg there. That would have been truly awful. Yeah, you can go for that. That'll work. Immediate quick suppression. This will result in it getting all that fragile, meaning that Ishmael's gonna do a bunch of damage. It resists prime, but it's weak to blunt, so suppress is still in a decent position, and of course taking 40% more damage from attacks thanks to the fragile. Nice. Yeah, 9 fragile. These gun people are also the ones that have, you know, just a lot of, they've just got a lot of, like, fragile from their actual attacks, which is super cool. They're very good at, like, setup-y type stuff. Oh, and he's got enough charge that he's actually put on his mask now. Good. And get a bunch of tremor. Tremor doesn't matter, though. That's unfortunate. This thing can't be staggered, so tremor's not going to do much of anything. And you don't have enough. Okay. Well, then we'll make this be a relatively simple turn. Can't clash everything, that's fine, though. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, these quick rounds should be enough to stagger, or to break the head, I mean. Not quite stagger, just break the head entirely. Which means next turn it's going to get immobilized. Next turn, if Heathcliff gets good speed roll, he can double graze the... Or no, not double graze, guys. Double quick suppression and, kill this thing dramatically. Like, insane overkill type dramatically. If it all goes according to plan. Ah, that's 3 speed. That's not enough speed to get the big bonus, but we're also going for 3 quick suppressions here, so I think we're still in a good spot. Yeah, that's 4 fragile. This will be 4 fragile, and the other one will be 2 fragile since fragile caps at 10. If only it was uncapped, then just imagine how much damage we can... Imagine how much damage Heathcliff would have done if he actually got 6 speed that turn. It would have been insane. Still was insane either way, but that's a victory. Yeah, let's see. What do we want here? Tremor, inflict criminal enemies. Maybe. Loth Resonance isn't happening. Skill power when we use a mass tech. We don't have a mass tech we can actually use. That's the thing. Like, what do we have for mass techs? Like Ardor Blossom Star or like Telepole, both of which require Lust. So we'll just take the thing that gives us more tremor. That's some synergy with Ishmael. So we'll take it. And yeah, bottom first. This turn, this team order is still going well. If it gets to the point where Heathcliff's having a significant ammo problems, he's probably fine going first still, though, because he'll still be able to win clashes super easily, even when he runs out of ammo. Oh, and he can just kill someone this turn. Who do we want to kill? I guess no one's doing a lot of damage, so I guess we'll just kill one of these things with you. And then you can just Quake round one of them. Like that, sure. There's no way this thing survives this attack. Yeah, it didn't even it only took 3 coins to kill it. We still have 2 coins left. That means we did like less than half of the damage overall, probably. The attack would have done if it just went full in. Because those guys, I think they're weak to Envy and Pierce. I know they're weak to Pierce, definitely, but they also might be weak to Envy too, which if so, yeah, quick suppression's a little mean. Neutral. Well, no one else can clash against that, so Ishmael can probably still take that decently enough. Go for that. We'll go for a weaker quick suppression. It'll still do a lot of damage, and yeah, Ishmael is going to take some damage. Not much, though. Yeah, we'll see. Well, weak quick suppression probably still just straight up kills. Yeah. With only 4 coins, too. With only 3 heads and a tails, too. That is, like, cruel. Oh, they're all going for Ishmael because of her funny little tremor. Or no, because of her aggro, not because of her tremor. Completely wrong word to what I meant to say. Alright. Okay, you guys can stop dying. Thank you.
확인 사살.
And then the fragile, which you'll then capitalize off with your skill 1. Oh, you actually did.
기념할 만한
That probably would have killed either way because of the rupture, but still capitalize off of it in a sense.
교전 시작합니다.
Yeah, and finish this thing off with your graze the grass. There we go. Victory. Not too bad. We haven't taken too much damage yet. We're able to like stagger like 1 or 2 enemies first turn pretty easily. Oh, Carmilla, that'll make our life even easier.
준비는 끝났습니다.
Now normal fights are gonna have so much less HP, so very convenient for us. There's only 2 people in this fight, and we can like stagger this guy immediately with a pierce attack. No chance he doesn't get staggered. Quick round suppress. I know suppress is a strong one, but suppress is also even stronger if it hits someone with a bunch of tremor count. But I guess we can't get that tremor count reasonably unless we're going for a tremor build. So I don't know. Suppress will be the more damage overall. Yeah, it staggers.
확인 사살.
So both the Taikyu guys got staggered first turn. And now we cannot clash against either of these two, unfortunately. That guy's speed roll is just too high. But we can kind of demolish these other guys.
시작합니다.
Both the Taikyu guys die this turn, without a doubt.
표적 완전 무력화.
And then this guy is going to take a fair bit of damage from this, possibly die. Yeah, he'll probably die. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Once you factor in the fact that, oh yeah, he's going to get staggered and therefore he's going to take double damage from like most of the coins, then you know he's just doomed.
교전 시작합니다.
Raise the grass. I guess this one's clashing because the actual quick suppression is going for an evasion, but that's fine. Either way, quick suppression kills. There we go. Precise move, a pinpoint accuracy, if you will. Oh, someone else with a gun. That's cool. That's poise. Prioritize with people with gloom, so Ishmael's gonna have decent poise for like the rest of the game. Not great, that's for sure, but decent. Lightning rod's not bad. Socket's not bad. Thorny path doesn't do anything for us. Well, we don't even get. Everyone. This just makes it so Heathcliff would start with 3 charge. We don't even have enough envy people to get that secondary effect. And this one just gives them charge count. We don't need charge count. We'll get rid of your skill 2s. We no longer have a way to build Gluttony on Heathcliff, but we still have Ishmael's skill 1, so we still have a way to get Gluttony overall, but now Heathcliff has no Gluttony. It is funny to see that we don't have anyone on our team that uses any Gluttony for any of their egos, though. Oh well. Got a lot more envy now, though. That'll help for funding specific egos that we can't particularly use. I mean, it helps for ADD. I guess that's
얼른
true.
끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
Now we can go for another quick suppression on this guy. I don't know why I said another. I guess just because we've used so many quick suppressions this run already. Prioritize those enemies with tremor. Alright. And these are the ones that are neutral pierce instead of the ones that are resistant to pierce, so
표적 파괴적
they're
무력화.
definitely having a rough time. We don't have any slash on our team at all. Oh, you just staggered your own teammate, you buffoon. That's what we call a flummox. Administering HP ampule. That guy's dead. You're not gonna get an HP ampule off. Oh no, you did. I think I misinterpreted which one is using the ampule on. Yeah, I did. Maybe it just automatically readjusted its target because its actual target was going to die and it realized that.
교전 시작합니다.
Maybe. Or maybe I just read that arrow wrong from the robot. Speaking of robots, there goes the robot. Suppressed. This will do a bunch of damage. It'll burst the tremor. None of this guy can be staggered, but that means that this attack has... I don't think it actually did have the increased tremor.
시원한걸?
They didn't have... I don't think the attack had the increased coin power because the target didn't have enough tremor count. Assuming that's actually how it works. You know how this game is. Whenever it says count, whenever it says potency, it's often lying. Someone in the comments mentioned that apparently the maggot's passive from Gregor's Liker to mean literally just lies to him. It's based on Wrath Resonance and not Wrath Absolute Resonance. So that's pretty cruel. I want to see something. If we do this, we'll hit Morel. Yes, there we go. Perfect. He's super weak to that, so we'll go for that. And you just go for a Snagger Boon to make sure you win a flash or at least something. Get a little Gloom Resonance going. We've got some Gloom resources we can spend, and we've got plenty of Wrath and Envy, so those ones can also get spent a little bit in the process. Okay. Decent. I mean, he actually got a tails, that's convenient.
이번엔 내가 괴롭혀주마. 장비가 필요한가? 이 몸이냐?
66, yeah, he's sure to get staggered thanks to Carmilla, which is super good for us. Heathcliff's taking a little bit of damage just because AADD costs us HP to use. But now we can, like, whenever he gets hit, he's gonna start healing, right? Yeah, because he spends 10% of his HP on a Tails, and he managed to get Tails, like, luckily. And yeah, you can spend charge when hit to heal some HP. So you know he does take some damage this turn. He'll be fine. I've got haste. Oh, does it give him haste too? Oh yeah, it does. That's actually pretty good with Proud Heath, though. No, we can't hit Morel this turn. That's unfortunate. I would have really liked to, you know, beat him up even more since he was down. Well, these guys are weak to Pierce and Envy, so more enemies that really just die to quick suppression. Yeah. Take a little bit of damage, heal a little bit of damage in the process though, thanks to the passive. And Compulsion means Ishmael's winning clashes more likely. That's a funny ego passive. They didn't change that one, did they? I know they changed a lot of the default ego passives, but Compulsion's the same, right? Yeah. That's a fun one. I know it can be bad in, you know, unfavorable situations. In quotation marks. I was making the quotation mark like gesture with my hands, but I don't know why I do that when you very clearly cannot see my hands, so oh well. But like, if you're going for an unfavorable situation, just don't. That's kind of like the obvious like thing. Oh, that Morel's gonna die to the curse from the voodoo doll. Yeah. I noticed he was at 2 HP, and I'm like, oh, we're actually gonna get a second voodoo doll kill this run. Who would have thought? And Gluttony or Pierce inflicts defense level down. Oh, absolutely. That sounds like a take. You can get some insane defense level down with Heathcliff. I'm adding this in post because I managed to forget during the actual run. But question of the day: what is your favorite skill? Just any of the skills in the game, probably like normal skills. We're not counting ego skills for this because, you know, then it would be your favorite ego. Because personally, favorite skill is probably Mutilate because it's basically just, you know, budget onrush, which is really funny even if it rarely works. But leave your answers in the comments below. Back to the video. Alright, gonna go top path here, I think. Get to the shop. By any means necessary. Alright, you guys. Well, we've got a quick suppression. It'll probably just straight up kill one of these guys. We take a lot of damage. That one's doing a fair bit of damage. Ooh. You're gonna need to clash against top right, definitely. Favored? Yeah, alright. Reduce damage you take a little bit. So, those two were the biggest damage dealers, so we're clashing against them now, so we should be good. Yes, looks like it. Requiring 5 tremor count of all numbers in order to get the coin power up is so rude. It's like they thought about Nixie Divergence and were like, you know what, make it 1 more than Nixie Divergence grants the enemy at the start of a fight, so it's not like free.
내 피가 배고파했어.
Okay, you can just kill both of those guys, yeah.
그치?
Moving quick rounds you should be
교전
good.
시작합니다.
Okay. Pretty easy to deal with ties, though. Quick suppression gaming, yeah.
날 뛰어보라고.
That's true. It really is putting the quick into quick suppression. No doubts about that.
교전
And we'll clash like
시작합니다.
that so that Heathcliff's attacks go first,
적확한 하나비였어.
so that he can just gun them down. Classic, like, Ruinous style, just clashing with, you know, slower units, clashing with units at all, just so that your gun people can just gun someone down without having to clash. I also haven't really looked like at like the actual text, but that doesn't look very legible to me. I don't know. It might be like super stylized Japanese, but I think those are just scribbles. Certainly doesn't look like Korean or English, of course. Rally under 50% of HP heals 25% of HP. That'll be good if someone takes too much damage, which will happen sooner or later, so
명령 대기.
pretty good. Another fight, it's you guys. Alright. We can stagger some of you guys super quickly, hopefully. And yeah, attack fire down, nails, bleed. Yeah, we won't take too much nails or bleed. And quick rounds will just stagger. Graze the Grass probably just staggers, yeah. I think those two just get staggered instantly. Yep. As expected. Hopefully we'll be able to actually... Hopefully the staggered people get high speed rolls so that we can actually focus on clashing instead of killing them. That's kind of the opposite of what I was hoping for. Oh well. We can get a couple quick suppressions. You know, just cuz. God, the defense level down is so cruel.
엄청난 공격이었어.
You got a tails there, it's not gonna matter, but
승객이 딱콩 한 방 먹였어.
that's funny.
적확한 하나비였어.
Hammer. No. Paralysis on Heathcliff really isn't gonna matter. He's gonna attack him. Because all his skills have 3 or more coins, so he's gonna break free of this paralysis like super easily. So it is a non-issue that he's paralyzed. Even if he got like 5 paralyzed, he'd still probably be fine, as funny as that is. Especially if he used like a quick suppression, because like that would just destroy one of the coins effectively. And that's all.
완전 무력화.
Oh, speaking of all, that's all for the N-Corp group. They've been entirely annihilated by our crazed gunman. Okay, Heathcliff again. Yeah, we'll change it. We'll change the Graze the Grass to quick suppression. Might as well at this point. He's gonna have such an awesome like set of skills by the end. Pokemon double bleed. It's not bad. Do more damage to staggered people. Or we could just save it. Not that the hero's like particularly speaking up to me. I guess healing with Gloom's not bad actually. We'll take it. Because we're using Gloom Egos above anything else. We'll save the rest of our cost. Double bleeds, barely anything, deal more damage to staggered
준비는
people.
끝났습니다. 명령
Isn't
대기.
really the issue. We don't really need more damage. We need more like survivability just in case something goes wrong, which it will eventually.
회사 카드로.
Does this thing die to a quick suppression? It's weak to Pierce and Envy, so even at 4 speed, I think it just dies. And you've got this, I think. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on Heathcliff. Yeah, it really is, jeez. Oh yeah, you sure do just kill
승객이 딱콩
4
한
coins,
방
all it
먹였어.
takes. Okay, that's fine. As long as Ishmael won one of those little clashes, she would have been fine, so it's nothing to worry about. That means she doesn't get her funny tremor burst off, but, like,
나이스. 하나
that enemy
잡혔다.
didn't have any tremors, so, how sad. Ugh, this guy's annoying. Nothing we can do about him, though. Medkit triggered, at least, so Heathcliff's been healed a little bit. We should probably pop an AED on one of these guys. Because gain charge for every missing HP, so that'll be some of that. It'll heal thanks to the Grey Code, because Grey Code makes it so Gloom attacks heal 20% damage dealt. And this guy's weak to Blunt and Gloom, so it should be some good healing. Ooh. Oh, he just dies. Oh no. He literally just straight up got annihilated by that attack.
이대로 묵묵히 나아가는
Ugh.
것은 바람직하지
That is no good.
교전 시작합니다.
Really no good, jeez.
표적
Okay.
완전 무력화.
Healing up with the Grey Code at least a little bit. We have to see if we can solo the rest of this run with LCCB Ishmael. Which, you know, maybe, but, like, I think we're gonna take too much damage. I don't think we've got enough, like, healing stuff. Especially since all of our skill changes were actually done to Heathcliff. And then we've got to worry about ammo.
한 방. 시원한걸?
I think we just die, unfortunate. Yeah. There it goes.
너희 죄다 아픈 거 같은데 괜찮아?
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. It was a good run, too. We just had some unfortunate attacks, because of the fact Heathcliff's weak to both Blunt and Lust, and the fact that Blunt and Lust are, you know, the two most prominent damage types in the game.
따위 없어. 바로 다시 간다.
Those guys just did a little bit too much damage for us, unfortunately. Made it decently far, though, and it definitely did a good job of showing off just the pure potential of this team. Like, if we had some, like, actual, like, support passives, or, you know, some better, like, supportive type
당
stuff,
떨어지면 싸우기 힘들단 말이야.
then we would have been fine. And it's daily extraction time. See if we get anything to counterbalance, you know, the bad luck we just had that fight. Honestly, if we just, you know, took, like, I really should have just taken, like, the actual, like, anything that gave us, like, better ego resources, and we would have been fine. If we had more ability to, like, mass attack, we would have been able to deal with bosses. But because our only attacks we could use were those two, you know, Gloom, Blunt, single target attacks, it wasn't so fortunate. If we up that ADD, does it actually become a multi-target? I think it does. Yeah, it becomes a 3-target on the non-corroded version, although corroded version stays a single target. What does corroded version even gain then? Spend all charge. After attack, spend all charge. Okay. So why do you spend all charge count? Do you spend all charge count to do bonus gloom damage? After attack, you spend all charge count, but you've already spent all charge count. And does it just mean like spending like? Are you triggering passive there? What are you gaining from spending that charge count? Lose HP 10% of max HP to gain 10% charge count. Tails attack. I'm a little confused by that. Is it triggering something? It literally, this seems like a purely negative thing. Or it's a purely nothing thing. What do you actually gain here? There's no power up, no attack weight up. After attack, spend all charge count. I assume it just means it's like spending charge count like with the passive or something like that. I don't know. I need to stop looking at that. Anyways, that'll be all for this time. Shorter run thanks to it being an unsuccessful run due to some cruel red sheet goons. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.